This second question is going to determine if you can read the source code and step through the source code to determine output when there is a method with parameters being passed. Take care of looking at the variable names versus the values in the variable names. Notice B is a value of Saul, but then we have a variable Saul with the value of Sue. So very carefully step through this. Programs begin with main, and we'll start stepping through. We've got 5 string variables, and then we've got 5 calls to mystery, and mystery is down here. It simply outputs a line. Our first call to mystery sends A first. A does not go to A here. It goes in order. So the string felt goes to this value, even though it's called B. And the argument name is A up here in main. Felt will be coming to here. B is Saul, and C is Drew. So now we'll come in to print this, and the first thing it grabs is C, and C is Drew. And then it concatenates a space. Make sure you put the space in there. And then we join that to A, and A is Saul. We join it to the literal the with the spaces, and then we join it to B, and that is felt. So our output will be Drew saw the felt. That's the end of this method, and it will return. Well, we're done with that statement because we've already made a call. It's not assigning it to everything, so we'll come down to the next statement. The next statement calls mystery again, and we're sending B first. Well, what's the value of B? Saul. Next, we'll send the value of A, and the value in A is felt. And then next, we'll send the value of Saul. We're not sending the string Saul. We're sending the value in the variable Saul, and that is Sue. So when we come in, we'll be printing out C. Sue felt the saw. And here we have it. Sue felt the saw. That's the end of the method. So it's going to come up. We're done with this statement that made the method call, and we go to this statement. In this statement, we call and we send whatever's in the variable Drew. Well, the value in the variable Drew is B. B is going to the first parameter variable. C, the content of C is Drew. That's going to the second parameter variable. And then Saul, and the content of Saul is Sue. That's going to the third parameter variable. So we will be outputting Sue, A is Drew, the B. And here we have it. Sue drew the B. That'll be the end of this. We're at the end, so we'll return here again, but we're done with it because it's not assigning the values to anything. So we're done with that call, and we go to the next line. The next statement sends not a variable. Do you notice this is not the variable A? This is the string literal A. The string literal A will be stored in the first parameter value. The second argument is Saul. Well, what's in Saul? That's Sue. And the third argument is Drew, and Drew contains a B. So when we come in here, we're going to print out B space Sue space the A. Might not make sense, but that's what it is. That is the end of the method. So we come up here, this statement is done, and we'll execute this statement. With this statement, we'll be sending A twice as the first and second parameter value. What is stored in A? Felt. Felt is being sent first and second parameter, and not the variable Drew. You need to distinguish that, but the string literal Drew. Do not use B here. It's Drew. So then we're going to output C, which is Drew, space A, which is felt, the felt. And here is the 5 lines that output when we called mystery 5 times would be the solution for this problem.